Hello everybody and welcome back to Ye Olde Galaxy. I am Raven Shadow. Let's ramble. No, the walker is not where we last left it. Frankensteining for good footage is a bitch. By the way, I know you're all rearing to go to Kashyyyk, but I found out the scomp link is here on Zepho. So last time I rambled about the plot I want from a Star Wars video game. I'm thinking maybe this time we try and fix some characters. With Fallen Order, EA is basically trying to bring the Star Wars universe into line, not just with the characters that Disney has introduced, but also with the general feeling and Disney-ness of the new content. And I feel like Cere's character is one of many sacrifices on this altar. At the base level, I think it really comes down to wisdom. The writers want us to think she's wise, but the writers themselves are not very. To start off with, she thinks rebuilding the Jedi Order is the best way to fight the Empire, which is almost objectively wrong. But Jedi sell video games, and the creators have nostalgia for the word, so here we are. Secondly, she seems to think we're done hiding from the Empire. I assume by that, she means that it's time to reveal that some Jedi survived the Purge and start fucking with the Empire's business. And in that far, she's right, but it should not be up to me to say as much.
Wasn't expecting this. It's a giant Zepho statue. Kinda thought there would be Zepho stuff inside.
As far as hiding goes, we need to keep hiding in order to be able to do that. At this stage, the Rebel Alliance does not exist, and even when they do come on the scene, they can never really go head-to-head with the Empire for military. They always have to go through alternative channels and remain in hiding until the right time to strike.
Scomp link? Yeah, you're right. I think I could replace yours with this. Let's get you fixed up. How's that? Want to try it out?
And I assume the creators want the events of this game to set up the creation of the Rebel Alliance. Which is fine, I mean, something's got to, right? Showing it come together is a pursuit well worthwhile. But what is Cere's approach to bringing the Rebel Alliance together? Well, she listens to the police scanner until she finds a Jedi she can easily stalk, and then uses the information she gained from that to white knight herself, gains the fugitives' trust, and then grooms them back into being a Jedi. Not only that, but she also actively seeks out children to do the same too. And the game treats this as if it's wise behavior from a sympathetic character. It's not, and she's not. So, in our fanfic perfect Star Wars game, how do we fix this? Well, honestly, all of this stuff could have been good characterization, it just wasn't made to work well together. Now, I hear you asking, if Trilla survived the Purge in the manner described in the previous episode, then wouldn't that change Cere's whole backstory? And so much of her character is dependent on her backstory, wouldn't it completely rewrite who she is? And I hear that, and I raise you, we get to watch it happen now. We get to live that. Or something like it, anyway. But let's begin at the beginning, shall we? In this game I want to play, Cere does not seek Cal, or Trilla for that matter, out. She's receptive to the idea of fighting the Empire, but probably not so enthusiastic about rebuilding the Jedi Order. Survival, both her own and that of people she cares about, is her top priority. She will be listening in on comms, so she knows that 2 Jedi were flushed out by Darth Vader and one of them got away, but she's not going to actively seek them out. And she definitely doesn't know one of them is Trilla. So, in the Jedi half of the playthrough, you have just chosen to jump to safety, to leave your fellow Padawan in the clutches of the Empire. As your droid friend touches down in a safe place, Your character is freaking out, and he has to calm you down. The Padawan has some initial thoughts of going back and finding and rescuing their friend/optional partner, but is quickly persuaded against such folly. How much time you spend on this phase of the game, still on Coruscant but on your own and looking for a way off of it, depends on how long the game wants to be. You might get caught up in the Mafia and meet lots of people, or you might go straight to a discount hangar bay. Either way, you're looking for cheap, discreet transport, and you are able to find a ship with a captain that meets those criteria. The ship is the Mantis, and Grease is the captain. The most Cere could possibly be involved in this process of finding the Mantis is if, upon listening in on Imperial comms and hearing that one of the Jedi escaped, she decided to tell Grease to bring the Mantis to a lower class
Cordova had supplies hidden all over Bogano. Could be worth a trip back to explore.
docking area so that there would at least be some chance the Jedi might find their way to them.
This whole journey has put a lot of wear and tear on the Mantis.
Like it was perfect before?
It was a masterpiece, but now, just don't be surprised if I send you a bill.
Someone's low on funds.
I mean, sure, okay, that may be part of it, but I'm used to it. Were you rich growing up?
Wealth isn't really a priority for Jedi.
Fuck off.
Yeah, well, I was poor too, but it wasn't so bad. My crew and I would find things to do for cheap. That's where I learned how to play Sabak.
A game which requires credits. Strange choice.
Well, we were kids. We bet all kinds of dumb things from food to funny-shaped rocks. Unfortunately, things changed when we got older. Funny-shaped rocks didn't go so far anymore.
The galaxy would be a better place if they did.
This game did so well in the prologue.
Time to land. Get up here.
It's like this conversation was written by different people. Where was I? Oh yes, moving the Mantis to a lower class hangar bay. But I cannot stress this enough, she needs to not actively seek them out. And then when Grease lets you onto the Mantis and you come face to face with her, she's like, "Oh my god, you're alive," and you're like, "Oh my god, you're alive!" And for a little bit here, it's just a happy reunion. Even if you're playing as Cal, who wasn't as close to her. Maybe, if this is gonna be a longer sort of game, you get a choice to try a daring rescue for the other Padawan.
Good catch, BD. This is really gonna help us.
It's never gonna work, there's never any chance of it gonna work, and Cere is gonna tell you it's not gonna work. But if you insist on trying anyway, then she gives you her lightsaber. She won't help, but at least you can cut through walls now. And after the rescue attempt fails, your daring escape starts looking hopeless, and we get basically the canonical introduction from this game, where the Mantis swoops in and she's like, "We're here to help, keep going and we'll pick you up where we can." You see, this way it doesn't come out of the blue and we already have some idea who Cere is. That she, in fact, very likely is there to help and can be relied upon, which is something that this game never gives us. But if you prefer a shorter game, then you can just go straight to outer space. Already, I think we've done a lot of heavy lifting to salvage Cere's character, but let's continue. We can keep Bogano, but I think we should probably make it more of just a safe place and less of like an Eno Cordova hotspot. We're basically gonna cut Eno Cordova out. Mostly. I don't know, maybe have a little bit of him still in there somewhere, but he's not gonna be so central to the plot. But Raven, if Eno Cordova isn't in there, who's gonna teach Cal how to Jedi? Who decides that they should go to Zepho? Well, Cere. Because she's his teacher now. Or Trilla's, if you're playing as Trilla. At this point, she hasn't cut herself off from the Force yet, so she can teach you to use the Force. And honestly, she probably could anyway, but there doesn't need to be an anyway, because she hasn't yet. Which means she can have more of a purpose than just being on comms all the time.
Cordova's repair kit. He hoped someone would pick up his trail, but left BD1 to guide them.
Dare I say it, we can even give the player's character some reason to care about her. If that's Trilla, easy! This used to be your teacher, your friend. Even if it's Cal, you used to know her.
My friend, I flew with all haste to Coruscant and presented my findings to the Council.
This is Trilla's old master. Of course she's trustworthy. Even if you don't fully understand why she doesn't want to take risks and expend time and resources rescuing her old apprentice. At least you know it's not because she doesn't care.
This hilt belonged to Cordova. Feels weird to say about someone I've never met, but it's kind of comforting. I agree. This place is special. I added his hilt to mine. I want to keep a piece of him with us.
That's it? Okay, back to rambling. In Fallen Order, Cere has a ton of baggage that she just kind of refuses to interact with. In our game, let's have her proactively seek to sort out the baggage that she does already have, and then give her some more. Maybe have her meet a few other canonical Jedi who also survived, and have them ask her to help them rebuild the Jedi Order and have her turn them down. Like, dude, the Empire sucks and they are worse than we were, but that doesn't mean we were great, okay? I feel like we need to sort some shit out before we start trying to sort the galaxy out. You want her to be a conflicted character? Well, okay, there's plenty of stuff an ex-Jedi should be conflicted about. But I feel like our common consciousness on the Star Wars ethos has kind of evolved a little bit beyond experiencing a little tiny flash of the dark side, okay? If you want to work that angle, you gotta work it, instead of letting it explain away so you don't have to work anything. Anyway, Cere working through her shit is gonna be the reason why you go to all these places, like to Zepho and to Dathomir and to Bogano. She's accustomed to making rash decisions, and in her mind, that's one reason why the Clone Wars ended with the Republic turning into an empire, is because of rash decisions. And her own rash decisions are why she was separated from her Padawan. So before she gets involved in anything like starting a rebellion or assassinating the Emperor or like whatever she wants to do, she wants to make sure she has some idea what the Force is trying to do with destiny before she gets involved. To do that, she needs to come to an understanding of the Force, and for that reason, she's going to all these places that are strong in Force energy and trying to interact with it and learn about herself and about the universe, and you get to tag along, and you build this symbiotic relationship with her, or rebuild your symbiotic relationship with her, as together you learn these skills. You also need to fund these little adventures. Not that you'll be managing credits or anything, but you need to have a job. And don't worry, you're not going to be washing dishes again. Basically, you get to choose whether you want to be a smuggler or a bounty hunter. After a major plot point that probably involves Bail Organa, maybe, I don't know, we do another time skip, this time for 5 years. And it's at this point, while getting involved with Saw Gerrera on Kashyyyk, that you start encountering Purge troopers and maybe even Inquisitors. Guys, we've done it. We've made Cere likeable. And we're only like halfway through the game. I'm probably going to put this series on hold. I am still enjoying the game, but it's just not bringing in views like I was hoping it would. And also, it is really hard to put together, because I have to Frankenstein so much footage. I need to be working with games that my computer can handle at the same time as both OBS and Audacity.
Did you find something, BD1?
How far down can we take no fall damage? Okay, apparently it has a limit. and most games that I have, it can handle just fine. This one, however, is problematic, and that makes it a real hassle to make. However, with that said, I do sometimes get the urge to just ramble about Star Wars, and what I want to see in a Star Wars video game, so it could be that somewhere down the line we may see more entries into this series. I'm not canceling it, I'm putting it on hold for now. I want to work on other projects. Ones that hopefully will get some viewership. I think the quality of Fallen Order drops off as soon as you exit the prologue, but it still has its merits. Has, for example, an exemplary combat system.
Yeah, but they're incredibly old. Can't tell much from them.
And also, Second Sister is so hot. Even if they do assassinate her character right at the end. Building up to that, she's fantastic the whole way.
Give me a stim. An ancient burial site.
Gotta love those ancient burial sites. An ancient burial site hastily fashioned for an unknown race not human. Cool. Whee! My tenders.
Quick, help! Throw it!
Nice, but also painful.
I need one. Quick, help!
Ogdo-bogdo.
Hi, BD1. Don't fall behind, BD1. Where Bogling was killed. Is it trying to defend its family? Hey! What's that, BD1?
No. Sorry, it's just not my color. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just not mine.
Toss me a stim, BD1. Appreciate it.
Aha! Today's the day. Today's the day I catch one of these shits. Seriously? It's invincible? Why?
Find you a home.
What? What the fuck? What? No, 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 no! Fuck! Fuck! God damn it! I guarantee you Trilla would not have this problem.
This is the same kind of sphere and socket from Zepho. What do you think it does?
Oh my god, guys, that was so intuitive and easy and like... What the fuck were they thinking?
Never thought I'd be so happy to see a crate. It fits. Thank you, BD. You must have come here a lot with Cordova.
No. Actually, he never brought me here. He did tell me about it. I was the only one who knew of its location.
He trusted you.
I suppose he did. He trusted I'd believe him and finish what he started.
Hopefully he was right.
BD1 thinks so.
He's one bright droid.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. Okay, finally, Kashyyyk. Which we're not gonna spend a lot of time on in this episode, but we'll at least get the opening cutscene.
Tell me we're not running that blockade.
Oh, only as a last resort. I've rigged the Mantis' transponder to transmit Imperial signals. Hey, Grease.
Yeah,
Keep your power signature low and act like we belong.
just like Braca. No sweat. I don't need another set of hands. Just please keep your eye on the scanner, please.
All right.
Okay, that was cute. I have no qualms with Grease. Grease is perfect how he is.
I don't see anything.
You're preoccupied with something on the ground. We're clear.
So I have played a ways ahead on Kashyyyk, and I do have a lot of footage from it. The problem is, though, the gameplay footage recorded great. The cutscene footage did not. It was awful.
That doesn't look good.
The Empire is devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources.
Devouring.
Wookiees have been enslaved. Or displaced.
Those are both bad things, but this is such a liberal perspective. I'd rather a liberal one than a conservative one, but... When do we get leftism?
Oh, that was a close one, kid. Aren't you supposed to be watching the monitors?
Guerrilla fighters, Wookiees and off-worlders ambushing an Imperial convoy.
Walkers approaching their position.
Tarful could be with him.
Alpha could be anywhere, like deep in the ground, like we're gonna be if we get caught up in that battle down there.
We don't have any other options, and they'll die without our help.
So what's your plan?
Sabotage. We used to scrap walkers on Braca. I'll just jack one.
Get a load of the kid. He thinks we're back in the Clone Wars.
Captain, get us near those walkers.
Wait, what?
Listen, those walkers double as troop transport, so once you get inside, be careful.
For no freeze grease to work his magic.
I love this guy.
Do me a favor. Stay alive down there.
No.
I'll add it to the plan.
No wind resistance.
Right, if you're jumping, you better do it now, kid.
You ready for a swim, BD?
This probably goes without saying, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to assume he's slowing his descent with the Force, and that's why he doesn't take fall damage. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this episode, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll do something else next time.
You ready to do this?
Till then, play well.